Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So today I'm hosting my third live stream. We've got a very special guest here. He's got his own YouTube channel and goes by the name Buttpug, but I'm just going to call him Alex. So how you doing today, Alex?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Sweet. So Alex and I have been looking at some of the animated DC movies. To narrow down the list, we decided to go with the new 52 animated movies. So that coincidentally ended up making it a list of 10. So that was pretty good. That was actually really convenient. So what we're going to do is we each are going to list our 10 favorites of those movies, of the animated movies, and basically just count them down from 10 to 0 and kind of talk about why that is and how we feel about it. Does that sound right to you?
Yep, that sounds perfect.
All right, cool. So what I'm going to do, guys, is go ahead and list the 10 choices. So there's the 3 Batman movies that came out in the last few years. So there was, let's see, it was Son of Batman, and then Batman v versus Robin, and then Batman Bad Blood. So aside from those, we've got the 2 Teen Titans movies. So there's Teen Titans versus, oh, it's Justice League versus Teen Titans, and Teen Titans Judas Contract. There's also Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox, Justice League War, Justice League Dark, Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, and Justice League Throne of Atlantis. So we're going to go ahead and choose our favorites from that list. So I'm going to let you start out, Alex. What is your 10th favorite among those?
Yep, so we'll also be doing spoilers as well if anyone hasn't seen them or wants to see them.
Always going to be spoilers.
Yeah. So my 10th was Batman Bad Blood.
Really?
Yeah, that was my least favorite of the new 52 movies.
Interesting. So why is that?
I found it probably really boring.
Yeah.
I didn't really think it was. It started off really well, like missing Batman, and they were all trying to figure out what happened to him. But then it got a bit weird with the whole mind control business, and it just.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found it just. I think they took it in the wrong direction. I think they should have kept with the whole Batman's missing and Nightwing pretending to be Batman and stuff, just trying to keep the peace. More of like a detective movie.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool when Nightwing was Batman too. So you didn't really like that though, the Batman being mind controlled and all that?
No, I found it a bit weird, and I found it that Damien's mother was the main antagonist.
Taylor, right?
Yeah, and in the other Batman movies, she was kind of on Batman's side, if you know what I mean. Like, she wasn't against Batman in any way.
Yeah, at the very least, she wasn't as bad. Like, she was really heartless in that movie.
Yeah, she just went from like A to B really quickly. Like, it was just unexplained and why she was trying to, take over the world.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't really like it very much.
Okay.
It was really hard to get through.
Yeah, well, you make some compelling arguments on that one. I think for me, my 10th favorite was Son of Batman. So it's one of those 3, like Bad Blood, but it's the first in the 3. And yeah, I thought it was okay. I think maybe part of why I don't like it as much is just because I've seen it so many times. For some reason, I've watched that movie a whole bunch of times. But
Yeah.
I don't know, Damian Wayne isn't my favorite, and that's when he is his most abrasive.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind Son of Batman. I thought it was not too bad.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad, and that's part of what is hard about making this list, is none of the movies are terrible. It's just our least favorite up to our most favorite.
So they're all good movies, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason I've watched it many times.
Yeah.
So it's just, Damien kind of grew on me as these movies progressed, and his introduction here, I kind of didn't like that much.
Yeah, what I liked about Damien's character over the like 10 movies is that you can see the gradual change of him being like struggling to not kill someone to how he is in the latest movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a very good character arc.
yeah, exactly. That's true. He does develop, and he is a lot more of an interesting character as he progresses. Even in the Teen Titans movies, I found him to be a lot better.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's the first Son of Batman's the first one he is in, right?
Yeah, that's when he was the youngest, and he was starting out at that uh the League of Assassins.
Yeah, and that introduction was pretty good, but it was kind of crazy too how they're shooting them down with like arrows and stuff, the
Yeah,
helicopters.
like the minigun with arrows. That was interesting.
Yeah, that wasn't too realistic, but all good.
Oh well.
Could be worse, right?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So, what was your ninth favorite?
So my number ninth was Justice League Throne of Atlantis.
Okay.
Yeah, so I I didn't mind the movie, like it was a pretty good movie, but I found the villain extremely dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his like in air quotes massive invasion force, which was maybe a city max.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if you
Yeah,
had more what they showed him with like 200 guys.
yeah. Like I know Atlanteans are meant to be pretty tough, but like I don't think that they like normal citizens. Like, some guy picked up a cinder block and still knocked out one. So it's not like
Yeah.
I don't know. I just found his plan just he didn't really think it through.
Yeah. Exactly. And his motivation wasn't really all that great. Just he's mad at his mom, and his dad didn't like surface dwellers.
Yeah,
I felt like that movie too. Well, I'll talk about it more when it gets to mine because I ranked it pretty low too.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I found I understand Aquaman was pretty new at that point. Like he didn't really he was developing his powers and stuff at that point. But I found that the villain seemed a bit overpowered. Like his
Well,
staff
well,
managed
once
to even take out Superman, which was a bit
well,
weird because Aquaman can't do that whenever he's in
that's
the other
true.
movies.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, the trident is magic, so it would make sense that it would hurt Superman. But you're right. The guy, whatever his name is, I forget. His brother is
Yeah,
a lot better at using it. Didn't we speculate though that Aquaman being half human maybe affected it?
yeah, maybe. Yeah. No, it probably is, but he still has royal blood, which managed to negate the Trident's powers as well, like that cocoon thing that he did.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's a bit unexplained. They never said why he isn't, and he doesn't show any of the powers either, like in the other Justice League movies that he's in.
Oh, Aquaman's powers?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't really see much of his like the whole lightning thing. And I
Yeah,
don't think he's ever done that before.
with the trident.
Yeah,
And he can take a beating, but he isn't really that skilled of a fighter in that movie too. When he's in that bar fight at the beginning,
yeah. No, he did get a couple of punches.
he got beaten down like so bad. If he wasn't so durable, he would like he was losing for 90% of the fight. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but he was also drunk. But that's still you'd
I,
think none of the punctures would knock him on his knees.
yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It's definitely one of the weaker of the movies.
Yeah, he's definitely. I consider him one of the weaker members of the Justice League.
Yeah,
The current ones in the.
that's too bad. It seemed like the first act was pretty good. Like I liked the movie at first, and then it just kind of gets weaker as it goes.
Yeah, I definitely like the DC cinematic universe Aquaman a lot better than this. I
Oh
thought like
yeah,
the
I'm
yeah
curious to see how that works. The Aquaman movie.
yeah no hopefully it'll be a good one. It'll be underwater, so it'll be something
I'm
different
hope.
from the other ones.
Yeah, I'm hopeful it'll be a good movie. At least it'll be something we haven't seen before.
Yeah, hopefully.
So I'm looking forward to that. Um, so anything else you wanted to say on Throne of Atlantis?
Um, no, that's my beef with that movie. Pretty much the villain and the whole like the his motivations was probably the weakest point.
Yeah, that was pretty subpar, I thought too.
Yeah.
Um, all right, so I guess my number nine then would be Justice League versus Teen Titans.
Okay.
So I thought it was pretty good for the most part, but the Justice League itself, I don't know. A lot of the way it was portrayed, I didn't think was really good, and they just get taken down so easily
Yeah.
for the most part. I don't know, this is kind of a personal preference, but I thought they looked really weird when they're possessed and have like,
Yeah. No, I agree.
yeah, and they have four eyes. That was kind of weird. Like Wonder Woman and Superman, they look pretty horrifying.
Yeah, because they took on some characteristics of Trigon, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess that's their way of showing that they're possessed, but it did look really odd.
yeah, for sure. It was okay though, but I felt like the other Teen Titans movie was better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was a bit weird when Ra's al Ghul, what's his name? Ra's al Ghul, the grandfather of Damian Wayne, just randomly pops in.
Yeah, for
Okay, well,
sure. Uh, yeah, I don't know. That whole movie seemed the pacing was kind of weird too, and then when they go to the carnival or whatever, that whole thing seemed to just drag on forever.
yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, I get how it was for character development and all that, but just it wasn't really my favorite thing.
Yeah, I did like Damien's character in this movie.
That's
How
true.
he started off as a very, like as he normally is, like a very stubborn kid, and then he kind of like started to, you know, connect with all the other members.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's definitely one of the highlights of the movie. And I thought individually, each of the characters was pretty decent as far as the Teen Titans went. It was more the Justice League aspect that I kind of found to be weak.
Yeah, across all the movies, I found all the characters to be very good. Like all the heroes and stuff were very accurately like portrayed in these movies.
Yeah,
Like, they didn't seem like no one out of place, or they didn't change too much of a character. They all seem to be what they are, like what everyone loves.
yeah, they did do a pretty good job of that. That is a good point, and they're consistent from one movie to the next.
Yeah, they're all, and I like how all the animation as well is all very similar,
Yeah,
which kind of keeps it at a very consistent pace when they release a new movie.
that's kind of cool then that the Death of Superman movie will be in the same continuity then.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm very looking forward to that one.
So let's see. What's your number eight?
My number 8 was Justice League versus Teen Titans. So
Okay, so
yeah,
you did think it was one of the weaker entries too, then?
yeah. I mean, compared to the other movies, I thought it was very weak. Like it wasn't too interesting. Like I didn't mind where they explored Trigon and
Yeah,
Raven's connection with him.
Raven was
And
definitely one of the stronger points of the movie.
yeah, I liked how they kind of revolved it around her and how she's struggling with the daddy issues.
It was definitely her movie.
Yeah, and how near the end of the movie she starts letting people in and, you know, actually has friends.
Yeah,
Instead of being a bit of a loner.
that's the thing, you know. I keep coming back to that. We have to rank these, but none of the movies are terrible, so making some at the bottom is really hard. Even
Yeah.
though this wasn't the best movie, the character development was definitely there.
Yeah, I definitely like Beast Boy in these movies too. He's very funny.
Yeah, he's definitely the comic relief, huh?
Yeah. He definitely if you didn't have him the movie wouldn't have been it would have been too serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely adds something to it. I imagine he's a fan favorite.
Yeah. I like how in the Teen Titans versus Justice League how they had to get Superman to take out the rest of the Justice League members,
Yeah,
which was funny.
yeah,
It was a good
makes sense.
strategy on Robin's part.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Doesn't he take down Superman with his kryptonite?
Yeah, he stabbed him with some kryptonite.
Oh man, that was. Oh, I should have ranked this lower. Although, where did I place it? Number 9. Okay, yeah, yeah. Damian Wayne taking down Superman. That's so cringy to me.
Yeah.
It's like all the cringe.
Oh well. What's
Yeah.
your number?
Oh,
Next one.
for number 8, so I had Throne of Atlantis for number 8.
Oh, okay. So we had a pretty similar.
Yeah, I'm
Similar
thinking our
level.
lists are. I think our lists are going to be pretty similar. Like our 8th and 9th are just switched, right?
Yeah. It's just our 10th that we probably thought, or was a bit different.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, Throne of Atlantis, like we were already saying, definitely one of the weaker entries. The first act I thought was pretty good, and the second act was okay, and the third act is just preposterous. You know, the way they murder the queen and everything is just so cliche, and then like you're saying, they invade and attack the surface with like 200 guys. Like, come on, they wouldn't even take the city that they attacked, let alone a country, and they're supposed to fight the entire surface.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
like
ridiculous.
they very put themselves at a massive disadvantage. Like, what
Yeah.
would happen if they got up to the Amazons?
Oh,
Like,
exactly.
they would even if they started off with the Amazons, they'll still probably. I don't think they would be able to win.
No,
Like,
I don't think so. It was pretty mediocre. And the craziest thing about it is they had already stolen a bunch of missiles, right? From
yeah,
a sub. They could have just attacked the surface with those. They didn't have to go there personally on foot.
or actually use the wave that he summoned.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Everyone's running and panicking because it looks like the 500-foot tall wave is going to smash the city. But
Like,
then the wave just dissipates, and you're like, oh, it's just some guys. We'll be okay.
it's just an entrance. Like, it's like he could have used that. That would have been more viable. Like, he could have taken out quite a lot of the land just using massive tidal waves. And
Yeah.
then his invasion would have kind of made more sense. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Their whole advantage is fighting underwater.
yeah,
He should have just flooded as much of the surface as he could and then attacked.
yeah. I found it. I did think they should have put this after Justice League War, because I found Justice League War a lot better than this movie. So it would have been. It's definitely just one of those crappy sequels. It just
I
didn't
think-
feel as threatening as the last, like the prequel.
Yeah. I think the reason they did it that way is because the Justice League New 52 comics, that's the continuity.
Ah, right, okay.
Volume 1 is like the Justice League War volume, and then I think Volume 2 or maybe 3. I only have Volume 1, but 2 or 3 is the Throne of Atlantis one. So I guess
Right,
they just
okay.
went in order.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really help the movie, but yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, the tone and stuff, though, it definitely would have made more sense to do it the other way around.
Yeah. I mean, in this, I did like Shazam and Flash and Green Lantern, like the how they're kind of picking on each other.
Yeah, they're really funny. I
Yeah,
like, I do,
you,
I do
you
like
could,
the New 52 Green Lantern.
yeah, you can definitely tell they're really good friends as well,
Yeah,
which I guess
exactly.
which is a good plus in this one.
Yeah, he and Flash have got some really good dialogue a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So, what did you have for your seventh favorite?
My seventh favorite is Teen Titans: The Judas Contract.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it in depth before, but pretty much had the same points as I did.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's a bit it's not a bad movie, but it was enjoyable, but it's just a bit weird. It's a bit weird that they they really sexualized Starfire too.
Well, I thought it was weird they sexualized Tara
Oh yeah, yeah,
in Judas Contract
yeah,
because she's like
because
underage.
yeah, that was a bit creepy.
That was really creepy. Not as
Yeah,
creepy as in the comic where her and Deathstroke actually do it, but pretty creepy nonetheless. They actually toned it down quite a bit for the animated movie.
yeah. Did they explain how Deathstroke came back? Because
Uh,
he
in
was
the
in.
in the movie, all they say is, "Oh, you must have made it to a Lazarus pit," and he's like, "Yep, I've been bathing in it regularly. It's quite addictive." When he's fighting Damien.
Oh right, right, yeah, okay. Because it would have been hard to get out of that situation that he was in the other movie.
Yeah, I don't know how plausible that was, but they basically had to have Deathstroke in the movie since he's such an important part of this story.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I found Terra very overpowered though. She was very strong in this movie compared to the other
Yeah,
Teen Titans.
yeah. I mean, she is pretty strong, though.
Yeah. Um, I didn't mind seeing Starfire's kind of like origin to the Teen Titans. That was pretty interesting as well.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, they only showed a tiny bit of that, right?
Yeah, it was like a what like 5 minutes
Okay.
at the
Tara had
start of the
some
movie.
Tara had some backstory too, which I thought was really helpful for her, kind of explaining where she's coming from.
Yeah, and then she has kind of like PTSD, and she has like little episodes where she thought she was, reacting back then
Yeah,
because everyone thought she was weak.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So that made sense. You
I
think?
like. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, keep going. I was gonna go to
I
my
was
next
just
one.
gonna say, do you think Deathstroke's dead for good then?
Uh, well, they did it off screen, I guess. I mean, if he has access to the Lazarus pit, who
Well,
knows? He could come back, I guess.
yeah, I guess it's pretty much up to them. I mean, they
Yeah.
showed a bunch of rocks falling on him, but he could have, survived that somehow.
Yeah, well, they don't explain whether or not he has the how in the comics sometimes he has like superhuman strength and stuff. Like it's a bit like he has kind of like the Captain America super serum, but
Yeah, I think they
yeah,
alluded to that because he said his muscles were stronger or whatever from using the Lazarus pit all the time.
yeah, yeah, no, true. I did like the Kevin Smith cameo in this
Oh,
movie. I
did
thought that
you?
was pretty cool. Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up because I wasn't sure how I felt about that.
yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, it wasn't like an important plot point, but it was pretty interesting that Beast Boy's all over social media and stuff, and
Yeah, that is.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's taken advantage of. of being a superhero.
That is kind of realistic. I imagine they would be quite popular.
Yeah, no, I found that pretty interesting. Shows how he's still like really young and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty smart too. I mean, you get your name out there.
Yeah, and now he's pretty well known. He has Kevin Smith on podcasts and all those other stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
So my number 7
yep.
was also Teen Titans: The Judas Contract.
Okay.
So that was quite a coincidence.
Yeah. Is there anything you didn't like about the movie?
Boy, I wish I was more familiar with the comic so I could compare it to that, but I think they got the broad strokes there, basically Tara betraying the team is the whole story. I think they
Yeah.
just cleaned it up a little bit, kind
Yeah.
of made it PG-13. Um, I mean, it was a little heavy on the drama. I think that's why I put it a little lower. It's a lot of like teen drama and, you know,
Yeah.
my
You'd,
emotions and all that.
you'd find it a bit annoying.
Yeah, that was a little tedious, but the actual fighting and stuff was pretty good. Nightwing versus Deathstroke, Robin versus Deathstroke, Robin and Nightwing together versus Deathstroke.
Yeah. No, I really do enjoy in these movies the Nightwing and Robin dynamic. You know how they're kind of competitive with each other, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But Robin still is starting to treat him like an older brother.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely developing a bit of a bond.
Yeah, they're like a duo, which is really nice.
Yeah, I think that goes along with Damien just um, maturing as a character too.
Yeah, and that most of the movies that he's in, he's always partnered up with Nightwing anyway. Like, I
Yeah,
think I'm
they
pretty sure you
always.
see him more with Nightwing than you'd see him with Batman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. Especially since in Bad Blood, Batman's gone for most of it.
Yeah, no, that's true. I like how he's obsessed with trying to drive the Batmobile as well in these movies.
Yeah,
Can I drive? No. uh, yeah, I mean the movies are pretty good, even though it might seem like we're putting them on the lower end, but they're still really good movies.
yeah, they still hold up quite well.
Yeah.
So, what did you have at number 6?
Number 6, I had Batman versus Robin.
Okay.
So I mean, I did like this movie really. Like the action and stuff was pretty good in this movie. Um, I did have it. I found the whole like Court of Owls thing really weird.
Okay.
Like how does every rich guy part of this Court of Owls?
Yeah,
Which
well,
was
that wasn't really very plausible, huh?
yeah, and especially when at the end that Talon kind of kills most of them was a bit random in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. It's good you brought that up. It was such a turn for his character. It was just because they wanted him to kill Damien. Like, why would he care so much?
Yeah, and it would be hard to explain afterwards as well that all the rich guys are dead except for Damian Wayne. I mean, not Damian, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that whole thing kind of fell apart. From what I've heard, the Court of Owls comic is a lot better.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it was okay. It was definitely a solid 6. I mean, that sounds fair.
Yeah. The movie was I did like Talon as a bad guy, like fighting all the all
Yeah.
was pretty on par with well, I wouldn't say he's on par with Batman, but he was a good match.
I actually
Like
like the movie quite a bit. I ranked it fairly high, but it's definitely got some flaws to it too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only flaw I had was the whole Court of Owls thing. I did like the mystery to it though, how it was like, who's the Court of Owls, and like they kind of just like hidden assassins.
Yeah, I think they did the best they could with the running time, considering the whole Court of Owls thing is like a long story arc.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was pretty. I like how I found it weird that they were using like zombies, or
Yeah,
like I don't know if they were zombies, but they seemed pretty overpowered. Like I did find it a bit weird that when Batman before he was injured could only fight like maybe two or three of them.
he fought three
Yeah,
and barely lived. Like he had to run, right?
yeah, and then at the end of the movie, where you'd expect him to still be injured because you can't just heal wounds that quickly. He's managed to fight a whole army of them.
And he gets
Like,
so cut up and just injured constantly.
yeah, like I just I don't I don't know how I feel about the whole him, but like I don't know how he can heal so quickly in between these scenes because they don't really explain if there was like a time skip or you know.
Yeah, when you're watching it, it really doesn't seem that way. Like, there's one scene he's getting stitched up by Alfred. Next one he's getting beat up. Next one he's getting stitched up. It's like,
Yeah, like
you
how?
got any
Like,
skin that isn't stitched?
yeah, no, I found that a bit weird, but oh, it was still. I like the action and stuff in this movie.
Yeah, and I mean that's just kind of an action movie trope too. Um, like Chuck Norris or Steven Seagal or whatever, they'd always get punched and shot and kicked like 200 million times by the end of the movie. They should not be
Yeah.
alive, but they're still going. So I
I
think
like
it's
how he's
just,
still like, yeah, like he's still super injured from fighting all these armies, and but he still manages to slightly beat up Talon pretty badly.
yeah,
It just shows to show that how Batman's super experienced and stuff compared to like Talon, Nightwing, and Robin.
yeah. Well, it's because he's Batman.
With prep time.
Yeah, no telling how much prep time he had.
Yeah. I mean, he's still technically lost though, which kind of, I guess, yeah, Robin had to save him.
Well,
I find it weird that Robin, who's like what, I don't know, like 10 or 11, still is like nearly Nightwing level.
yeah, it's always funny when he's fighting someone who's like 400 pounds and he kicks them in the face like that would hurt. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd think fighting an 11-year-old wouldn't be that that hard, but
I mean, I can understand if he cut him with a sword or something, but when he punches and kicks them and takes, that's the other thing. Like in Judas Contract, when he's getting beat up by a buffed up freaking Deathstroke, like how did he not die from that? Just
yeah, you'd think you'd get knocked out or something in the first punch, but
oh yeah, ribs broken, all kinds of things. But he's a very durable kid.
yeah. Unless in the League of Assassins they also have like I don't know some sort of superhuman stuff that toughens up the body or something.
Yeah,
But
I
they
don't
don't
know.
really explain too much of how they're trained or
Yeah, I I don't know. It isn't explained in Son of Batman.
no, not really. So what was your uh, one on your list?
We're at number 6, right?
Yeah.
All right. For number 6, I had Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty good. That's why it's at 6 and not 10.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked Assault on Arkham better, even though this had the R rating,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure why. I just liked the way Assault on Arkham went, the writing, the dialogue between the characters, even the way the characters acted. But it was
Yeah.
kind of cool to see able to cut loose with an R rating because I definitely felt like they used it for the most part. It was very violent, very bloody, a lot of death.
Yeah.
Most of the squad even dies, right?
Yeah. No, actually, they did.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. It's neat that DC is kind of pushing the envelope with their R-rated movies, and
Yeah.
that they're even making animated movies that are R-rated.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it just didn't quite hook me. I think maybe because the whole get out of hell free card sounded like they were out of time for an idea, and they were just like, get out of hell free card.
Yeah. They
Like, what kind of crap is that? Like, that is,
They def yeah, they definitely wanted a time in like Justice League Dark and stuff,
yeah.
but I don't know, it just felt a bit like that plot point was a bit odd.
Well, and it's the main plot point. It's what the whole story revolves around. So there's no like really getting around that.
Yeah.
Like a get out of hell free card. They don't even know if it works. Although it was cool that it actually worked. Like I did like how they tied it up at the end and Bronze Tiger gets to go to heaven.
Yeah, I liked Bronze Tiger.
All Bronze Tigers go to heaven.
Yeah.
So so it wasn't bad at all, but 6 felt about right for me.
Yeah, it was a bit weird that Black Manta died early on.
Yeah, they killed off a lot of people in this one. Didn't they kill Killer Frost too?
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, right at the end there. So I don't know. That's kind of crazy. That's a lot of
Yeah.
people to kill off.
Yeah, I definitely like this movie way better than the actual DC cinematic one.
Oh yeah.
I found this so much. I found this was probably, yeah, I haven't seen Assault on Arkham though, but
Oh.
this one's definitely the better Suicide Squad media I've seen.
Yeah, this is definitely better than the live action movie. Yeah, you'll have to check out Assault on Arkham though.
Yeah, I will. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It's my favorite of the Suicide Squad movies, either live action or, animated.
Yeah, I really liked Captain Boomerang in this movie.
Well,
I found him pretty good.
yeah. Does he live up to your Australian nature?
He kinda does, yeah.
Yeah, is he a good depiction of an Australian person?
Yeah, him and like the voice actor from this movie and Jai Courtney both did really good Captain Boomerang. Like
Oh,
they
that's
made a like
cool.
a somewhat eh bad guy from Flash to a really good to a really like comedic villain. Like
Yeah,
a stereotypical Aussie drunk.
and he managed to survive the whole thing.
Yeah. He's definitely one of my more like favorite characters from this movie. I did like Deadshot in this one as well. It was pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I liked his. I like him better in Assault on Arkham, but he's pretty good in this one.
Yeah. I didn't like the whole like Doctor Fate bit in this one. How he's I was a bit confused because I'm not familiar with Doctor Fate, so I found it a bit weird that this dude isn't well, was Doctor Fate.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
mean
mean?
that was actually comic accurate. There's been a whole bunch of Doctor Fates.
Okay.
It wasn't that unusual. Normally, Doctor Fate though isn't just some doofus like he was portrayed. I mean, usually the person who's chosen to wear it is a little more qualified. Like he wouldn't have screwed up like that.
Yeah. I
But yeah,
agree.
it's really the helmet and the whatever the ancient Egyptian deity or whatever that really have the power, and he just chooses someone to be Doctor Fate for a period of
Yeah,
time. But no,
that's
they didn't
true.
explain it in the movie, so that I could see that being confusing. And yeah, it would have been cool if they'd used him a little differently. I mean, it's Doctor Fate.
Yeah.
Doctor
Nah. I
Fate
mean,
is awesome.
I did like the like the the weird stripper aspect. That was a bit funny.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, you like that, huh?
Well, I just found it really weird.
No, you said you liked it. I've got it on record.
Oh damn. Oh
Was your
well.
favorite part? Wearing out the DVD, watching it. No, I
uh,
know exactly what you mean, though. I was so surprised, but you know, they went away with it. I didn't expect.
yeah. No, definitely. I did like the R rating. I liked
Yeah,
the whole, lots of blood, lots of limbs getting cut off.
yeah, they're definitely realizing now because they've done a few of these now that are R-rated. That it's an R rating. You might as well actually use it.
Yeah, there was a particular lesbian scene in this movie that was pretty good. Not gonna lie.
It was a good one.
Yeah. Anyway, my number five was also Suicide Squad. Oh well, I ranked it one higher than you, but yeah, my
Yeah.
next one's Suicide Squad.
Okay. Yeah, I figured our lists were going to be pretty close. So you had that for number five.
Yeah, so that was my number five.
Okay.
Um, I I like the Professor Zoom aspect.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
a
glad you brought that up. That was the strongest part of the movie, I think.
Yeah, that was a big like, oh my god, that's what happened in Flashpoint, the Flashpoint paradox.
Yeah, that was cool. They tied that together and kept it all in the same continuity.
Yeah, is Professor Zoom a lot? I wouldn't. I'd say smarter than Flash. Like he knows how to use the Speed Force a lot better. Because if he
Yeah, I
managed
would.
to do that, seems like he's he knows how to use the Speed Force a lot better than the Flash that appears in these movies.
Yeah. Well, the Flash is the one who he kind of had to learn it for himself, whereas Zoom got to study it and study the Flash before he.
Ah, right. So he already had knowledge of all the abilities a Flash had, and then he made his own
Yeah, he was obsessed
assumption.
with the Flash.
Right. Okay.
So it kind of makes sense. Just being from the future, I guess, gave him some advantages. And yeah, he probably is smarter, but very smarter than he's often portrayed, being a force. How do you say that? Forsenic, Forsenics.
Yeah,
Like
because isn't he like a detective or something in the?
yeah,
So he's sort of just a smartass Batman sort of detective.
well, I don't know if he's smarter than Batman, but he works
No, no.
in the
I
crime
mean,
lab and stuff, so he's got to be fairly smart.
yeah, like he has the general gist. While Batman, I guess, is better at making assumptions. All that
More
sort
the
of stuff.
yeah, detective stuff.
Yeah. What did you have at number five?
I had number five. I have Batman Bad Blood.
Okay, that's where the list definitely differs because I had that one at the 10th.
Yeah, you had that one much lower.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was so bad. The whatever brainwashing stuff was kind of lame, but I liked the Bat family aspect of it,
yeah,
particularly Batwoman. That's kind of why it's so high on the list for me, is because I like Batwoman as a character, and you don't really ever get to see her do much in these movies, and she did a lot in this one.
yeah, yeah,
And the way her outfit looks and everything, I thought they did a really good job with that.
yeah,
So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Definitely would watch it again. I liked it a lot better than Son of Batman, but yeah, I don't know, not too much to complain about. It was kind of cool how they brought Batwing in too, so really
yeah.
got the whole like extended Bat family, and Alfred's a real badass in this too, right?
Yeah. No, I like that part of the movie where he just like manages to take out everything by himself.
Yeah, that one is pretty cool.
I liked Alfred in Batman versus Robin as well, where he gets the shotgun.
That's right. I was just thinking of that when they invade the Batcave.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he's just
Alfred.
shooting them all down.
Yeah, that was cool. Well, you notice I haven't listed. Was that Batman? Yeah, that was Batman versus Robin. So I haven't listed that one yet. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, true.
So let's see. Number 4. What do you have for number 4?
I had Justice League Dark,
Really?
which
Okay.
I really liked it. Like, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I liked it because it was just like it explored a different aspect, like the whole magic aspect of the new 52 movies.
Yeah. It definitely
And
brought the magic to it.
yeah, I really liked Constantine. I thought he was pretty awesome. He's still like the Han Solo of the movies as well. Like he's kind of, like he's very laid back and chill about everything.
Yeah. That's one of his strengths, I think, is just staying calm through all that insanity.
Yeah, and then he defeats those demon guys in a poker game. Even though
Oh yeah.
didn't he cheat though? I think he
Well, the
cheated.
demons were cheating.
Oh right,
They were
yeah,
both
and then
cheating.
he switched the cards or something.
Yeah. He was better at cheating than they were. And then he gets Atrigan to help fight for him.
Yeah. I really like this
I
movie. I like
definitely like. Oh man, I liked Swamp Thing, but I didn't like how he died.
Oh yeah. He's meant to be really OP, isn't he?
He is like he
Meant to like be able to
shouldn't have.
control any plant matter from anywhere or something.
Yeah, he's the living embodiment of the green. Like he shouldn't have even been able to be killed like that. I think though what's implied though is he wasn't really killed. It's like his humanity was literally ripped out. So instead of being
Oh
a
right.
swamp thing, he's more just going to be a benevolent entity, but not like a humanoid.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really like Swamp Thing. He was actually my favorite of the characters. So that was the hardest part of the movie for me is how he dies, and it's so sad too.
Yeah.
Oh,
God, I think my favorite scene in this movie was when they they stopped Superman from absolutely destroying Batman. Like, you know how they didn't show it, but then they moved back and he's like frozen and he's nearly about to like launch into Batman.
yeah, would have punched Batman's head off.
Yeah, that would have been brutal.
That would
God,
have been really brutal.
that would have been a big plot twist.
What a twist. No more Batman.
Yeah, I like how Batman still manages to be like OP with prep time against magic users too.
He does pretty good in that movie.
Hmm. Yeah, I like how they explored that sort of like mystic, like Batman had no idea, but he still caught on really quickly as well.
Yeah, he did real good with it. Oh man, what'd you think about the poo monster?
that was gross.
That was gross. That was one part of the movie I could have done without. Was the poo monster?
Yeah, that literally had nothing. They just wanted to like they're writing it down like we may as well just add a poo monster. Like
Let's just have a poo monster. They're like, rated R. Let's have a shit monster.
it reminded me of a scene in I think the movie was called Dogma. Have you ever seen that
Exactly. Uh huh. No,
Yeah.
it reminded me of that 100% for sure.
one? The writers probably watched that movie before they started writing the script and was like, I love that. Let's add that in.
Yeah, that's the only excuse because that really didn't need to be there. I mean, at least the Dogma, it was comedic, but this, they're fighting it and running from it. It's so horrible. And like it's killing people. Like the way they went out was by poo.
They melt or something.
Oh gosh, it was horrible. I think Batman eventually fries it with electricity.
Yeah. No, that
Oh,
was
man.
just it was just so out of place, but oh well.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right. That was probably my only thing about the movie I didn't like. I thought it was real good otherwise.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So my number 4, right?
Yeah.
So I have Justice League War at number 4.
Okay.
So I thought it was good. That's why it's 4 and not 10, but it definitely had some things I felt it was lacking.
Okay.
Like 2/3 of the movie is basically them punching Darkseid.
Yeah.
Kind of gets a little old after a while.
True.
And like the way they portray Darkseid, he isn't really intelligent. He's just really strong and flies around.
Yeah, he was kind of like a statue.
Yeah, he
Like
was
you
like
didn't show any emotion.
no, well, he wouldn't really be emotional either, but his goals weren't really clear or anything. It's just he's a really tough guy. He can take a lot of punching.
Yeah,
But with that being said, I did like the movie, especially the first act of it.
yeah, it's
Um,
definitely a lot better than the Justice League Throne of Atlantis as well.
oh yeah, it's definitely better than Justice League versus the Teen Titans or Throne of Atlantis.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
especially that first third or so where it's like Hal Jordan and Batman and they're trying to solve the mystery of the mother boxes and they meet Superman. All that stuff's really great.
Yeah,
And even the
I agree.
fighting too, it's just I felt it got a little old. Like there could have been more to it than that. Oh, and doesn't Superman get captured and they're experimenting on him?
Yeah, yeah,
Darkseid
that's right.
does, and Batman has to go. I am so tired of Superman having something horrible happen to him in all these movies. Like, just once could we have Superman actually like not get captured, not get turned evil, not get murdered, not be all like emaciated and like in Flashpoint. Like in basically none of these movies they ever portray Superman doing something. You know,
Like Superman-y.
yeah,
Like they should have replaced him with like maybe like Green Lantern. I thought if they had Green Lantern be captured or something,
yeah,
maybe because I know Batman and Green Lantern were really kind of close in this movie. Like
okay,
that, I found that they were more of a duo in this movie than the other
yeah.
characters because they started off and bantered and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that dynamic would have made more sense.
Yeah, I mean,
But overall, though, it's pretty good.
yeah.
I
Um,
definitely watched it quite a few times.
yeah, no, it's definitely one of my favorite movies. Yeah, so my number three
Yeah.
was Son of Batman.
Okay. So wow.
Yeah, that was a big jump from your list, eh?
Yeah, because I had that at number 10. So why did you like it
Yeah.
so much?
Um, well, I just enjoyed it a lot. I think it's more of a guilty pleasure than
Uh-huh.
anything else. Like I really like the whole Deathstroke versus Ra's al Ghul, Nightwing versus Robin.
Oh yeah, that
Uh,
part is pretty great.
yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. Deathstroke versus Robin, all that sort of stuff. Like I just like the I like the Damien character.
Okay.
I found that he's you can definitely tell that he's kind of getting used to Batman and the way he is you know don't take revenge and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes
I,
sense.
yeah, I like how Batman like starts treating him as more of a son than a like a typical Robin sort of
Yeah,
character.
huh, that's a good point. So is it your favorite of the three Batman movies?
Yeah, I found this one a lot better than the other two.
Okay.
But
So
that's
kind of
probably just my opinion. It would be debatable to put between Batman vs Robin and Son of Batman. Like they were both really good movies.
okay.
But I just found this one just a bit better than Batman v Superman. I mean, proper. I don't like Batman v Superman.
Oh man, that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame.
Could have a whole live stream just about Batman v Superman.
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh, did you have anything else about Son of Batman?
Um, I think that's all my points for this one.
Okay. For my number three, I had Batman versus Robin.
Okay. Yeah.
So kind of similar points you were making there too, as far as Damien developing his character more and stuff.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think was rated R, but it kind of felt like it was sometimes, especially when they have to fight the doll maker at the beginning
Yeah, yeah,
with all the kids and stuff. That was so creepy.
for sure. Yeah, this movie,
But
I'm looking at some statistics now. This movie earned like $3.7 million in home video sales, which is so much for a movie straight to DVD.
uh-huh. So it
And
did
this
pretty
one
good
has
then.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
It's definitely one of the
So
more
it's a
like higher
pretty,
ranking.
yeah. So that's pretty solid.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely liked it. And like we were saying earlier, the Talon character and everything I thought was pretty cool, the way they handled that.
Yeah, I like Talon. He was pretty interesting.
I thought they did a good job at that.
Mm, for sure.
There wasn't too much about it that I didn't like. Seemed like they did pretty good all around, and the animation and everything was pretty solid.
Yeah, some of the fight scenes were really, really well animated as well, like the choreographed and stuff.
Yeah, that definitely takes a lot of work.
Yeah, especially when when Alfred picks up a shotgun and starts nailing all these dudes.
Yeah, right. When they come into the Batcave, and then he's got like the Hellbat armor.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that was one of the reasons I placed it pretty high on the list.
Purely because of Alfred.
Yeah, it definitely moved up a couple spots just because of Alfred.
Yeah.
So cool. Oh man, so we're on the top two now, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So, what'd you have for your second favorite?
My second favorite was Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox.
Oh, okay.
This movie was. I liked this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was very different, and I liked all the like different. Like I liked how Batman's actually uh, Batman's father, which was his Thomas Wayne,
Yeah,
which I found pretty interesting, and how the Joker was what his mum, Bruce's mum, and how all the
yeah,
different, and how Barry Allen's just confused about everything.
yeah. It's quite confusing for him.
Yeah, it's because this is the start of the Flashpoint paradox. Well, I'm not Flashpoint paradox. The New 52 is when he goes back into the future or something. Oh, goes back to his timeline. That's kind of similar. Or did he originally come from the New 52 and into this universe and then come back? Is that how it works?
Um, it's confusing. I don't think it's exactly like that.
Or he just
Um,
goes to a universe that's similar to his old one.
yeah, originally I thought him going back in time is what caused the New 52 to happen,
Yeah,
but I think Convergence event caused it, so I'm not really sure how it all fits together. But him going back definitely screwed things up.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I found it a bit odd that the Amazons and the Atlanteans were at war. Like, I found that a bit weird, considering Throne of Atlantis, the Atlanteans couldn't even take out a city.
Yeah, it's definitely an alternate
Yeah, they
thing.
must
They're
have been a lot larger of a more aggressive version in this universe.
Yeah, it seems way different. Their Aquaman's a lot buffer too,
Yeah,
a lot
I mean,
stronger and meaner.
yeah, it's true. And doesn't he die in this movie from Wonder Woman?
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I found.
everyone dies before it gets reset,
Oh
basically.
yeah, true. Yeah, yeah. I didn't mind Professor Zoom in this movie. He was pretty good.
I thought he was great. I really like the voice actor they get to do his, lines.
Yeah, yeah. I found Wonder Woman very like very pissed off. Like she had no like mercy for anyone.
Yeah, evil Wonder Woman's pretty hardcore. Like she kills Steve Trevor and everything.
Yeah, man, that was
Well, and
rough.
then they like destroyed the United Kingdom and killed all those people.
Yeah, God. And wasn't yeah, and Superman was captured, which I found like didn't they get him when he landed as a baby
Yeah,
and then put him in prison?
they changed where he crashes. He crashes into Metropolis, right?
Yeah, and then he walks out into the Earth's yellow sun, and then like he just gets super super powerful, like
Yeah,
an instant, and he's already taken out everyone.
I don't think he's at his full power, but strong enough to kill humans, anyways.
Yeah, and I think wasn't he stronger than Aquaman and Wonder Woman very quickly? Like,
He doesn't really show up again. Oh yeah, that's right. When Cyborg's getting beat up, huh?
yeah, and then Superman gets pretty pissed off because that was like his one friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that would be believable. Superman would get strong really quick.
Yeah,
Even at like 1% strength, he's still Superman.
yeah, super solar powered.
Yeah.
Uh,
So that was your
yeah,
second favorite?
yeah, that was my number two. What was your number two?
My second favorite is Justice League Dark.
Okay.
So I thought it was really good. I
Yeah.
liked the action a lot, the fighting,
Yeah.
especially when they break in and attack the one magician. I forget what his name is, that they think is the one who behind it all.
And he has like nothing to do with it, pretty much.
Yeah,
What the hell?
that was so funny. That was a real twist. I didn't expect that.
Like
He was
he's just
quite,
yeah.
he was quite good though. He fought them all by himself for a long time.
He would have been so confused. He's like, I did nothing wrong.
Right?
Yeah.
They just went off attacking him too right away.
Mm. Yeah, I found what's her name, Zatanna or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was so overpowered, like she's so strong.
Yeah, she really is though.
Hmm. Yeah,
Def-
for sure.
Definitely one of the strongest magic users. Well, you saw she was able to stop Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's one way, I guess, if you needed to capture Superman, you'd get some really powerful magic users to maybe at least do that, at least. I
Yeah.
guess freeze them in place and then, I don't know, figure
Yeah.
something out from there.
Yeah, I think it's pretty plausible with magic involved.
Yeah.
But overall, I didn't. I mean, other than the way they kill Swamp Thing, I liked the movie a lot. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a bit of a sad moment. But it was a pretty decent movie.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the best ones.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10.
Nice. Nice.
I liked it quite a bit. So, what is your top
My
one?
top is, if you probably haven't guessed already, is Justice League War.
Oh wow, so you really like that one?
Yeah, no, that was probably my favorite. I definitely liked the Green Lantern, like at the start when Batman meets Green Lantern. It
Oh,
really, I found how Batman's pretty much just a massive savage in that one.
yeah. Oh, it's so
Trolls
funny.
Green Lantern. Yeah. Yeah, and then when Green Lantern decides to try to fight Darkseid first, he just gets one punch and then gets beat up by the minions.
Oh yeah, they all just come around and they're punching his arm.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah, Green Lantern's definitely one of the strong points in that movie.
Yeah, for sure. And I like how they actually showed the power of Superman at the start of the film, where Green Lantern gets beat up by Superman too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Batman's kind of like run away, but he just can't.
He's not fast enough.
Hey. It just shows that Superman's just a beast before he got captured.
before he gets captured.
Yeah, and then Batman manages to infiltrate and save Superman.
So one of the people in the chat here, Sweet Exorcist 7,
Yeah.
agrees with you and says Justice League War is their favorite as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
No,
so you're not alone on that one.
That's definitely my favorite. Yeah,
Definitely.
I liked I like when the moment where Darkseid like fires his Omega beam, and then it's like chasing both Superman and Flash.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, no, that was one of my favorite bits of the movie.
One beam follows each of them.
Yeah, imagine like Darkseid trying to control it like both at the same time. Like, oh shit, left, right, left, up, down.
Yeah. Well, I think they just follow. He doesn't have to control them once he fires them.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been
just...
some mad skill if he actually did control them.
Nah. Nah, they'll just follow the person until it hits them.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty good. And like the commenter here is saying too, Wonder Woman was really good in that.
Yeah, no, I definitely like Wonder Woman. I like how they kind of like made Wonder Woman and Superman kind of like each other off the bat. Like they think they really respect their strength.
Yeah, their chemistry was good, and they were in a relationship in the comics at that point too. So it really fit well.
I think they were they were dating in Throne of Atlantis. And they needed them. They were like having dinner.
But that takes place after this, right?
Yeah, after this. Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I think the only negative in this movie was probably the Darkseid being like just a giant robot. I guess like he just, he just had the perfect posture and just beats up everybody until the end.
Yeah, just a punching bag that flies around.
Yeah, he definitely seemed more robot than anything else.
Would have been cool if they'd gotten some of his other minions too, aside from just the parademons.
Yeah, because he has a son, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his from the cartoon series and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Even though he's not like that powerful compared to like Superman or Darkseid, he still was pretty like it was a good minion sort of thing.
Is that his real son or his adopted son? Calabac or Calabac?
Yeah, I always thought that was just his son.
Because Orion is his real son, but he's traded him to New Genesis, like they swapped.
Oh, okay.
That's how they kept. That's how they kept the peace, at least for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he has a whole crew.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like the Furies and Granny Goodness and all them.
Yeah, because they just showed him and his minions. They didn't really have any like sub villains or anything. He just had his army of minions, and they just planted bombs or mother boxes everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I liked how they introduced Shazam. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I kind of forgot about that. I don't know. It's so hard to rank these because I do like War too, like the Shazam character and how he is basically worshiping Cyborg because he likes his football skills and stuff.
Yeah,
that
he's
was
definitely just a big kid.
Yeah,
literally.
that really makes me look forward to the live action Shazam movie. If it's real lighthearted and fun like that, I'm gonna love it.
He's definitely one of my more favorite DC heroes.
Yeah, me too.
Out of everyone, he's so innocent. Like he's so like, I'm good, you're bad. There's no like layers or anything. Like,
yeah,
and
nice.
he's pretty powerful as well. Like he's got the power of like 5 gods. So you would think you'd be like, isn't he like they consider Shazam nearly Superman's equal in terms of like strength?
Yeah. It could go either way. It just depends partly on Shazam's like mentality. I think he could beat Superman if he was in a
Yeah, because
double.
his powers are based on HK, so you could, you know, I think his
Yeah,
lightning can hurt Superman, considering it's not real lightning.
absolutely.
Yeah. No, I definitely like this movie better than I really liked Paradox, the Flashpoint Paradox, but this one definitely is just a little bit. I found this one just enjoyable, just you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun movie. I've
Yeah,
watched it a lot of times. It's
it had stakes compared to you know,
probably had
compared to the other one, the Throne of Atlantis.
well, yeah, it probably had higher stakes than almost any of these other movies, really.
Mm. Oh, I'm reading the cast list. I had no idea that Sean Astin is Shazam. Oh, the
Huh.
voice of Shazam. This is, where you going, Sam? Oh, I'm gonna be voice acting now.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
surprising.
I like how they have all these. Yeah, no, some of these people are definitely really good voice actors. Like they definitely suit the characters. Like I like Green Lantern, I like Batman.
Yeah,
I definitely like Shazam in this movie. Darkseid. I mean, whenever Darkseid talked, like the voice actor was really good, but I think just the character, the writing was a bit for him.
yeah,
But other
yeah.
than
The
that,
voice, the voice
yeah,
was good.
mm.
They could have
it's
written
def
some more
yeah, it's
dialogue
definitely
for
the
him.
Justice League movie we we needed in the DC cinematic universe. Because I
It
think
would
the
have
other
made
one
more
was
sense.
yeah, because they didn't have the bad guy off what was his name? He was like Darkseid's uncle or
Steppenwolf.
something. Yeah, Steppenwolf in this movie either. I don't think.
Mm-mm.
No, he wasn't. But I wonder if they're gonna introduce because I don't think Darkseid died, so yeah, they definitely could set up a bigger, like a big animated movie after the rest of the newer ones that are coming out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, they should have done that with the live action Justice League movie. Just had Darkseid, like I'm obsessed with DC, and I barely know who Steppenwolf is. Like, general audiences were not gonna show up for Steppenwolf.
Yeah,
Like,
because I remember there was a theory before they announced that he's Steppenwolf that he was actually going to be Darkseid's dad. You know, what's his name? I can't remember. But he was meant to be really. I think he was like super. Oh yeah, Yuga Khan,
oh
who's meant to be like super OP because he kind of
yeah, I
looks like him
remember
because his
you.
helmet's sort of the same and you know,
Huh. Yeah,
but he has the horns and stuff.
I remember you telling me about that. I don't know that much about his dad.
Yeah, well, he's not a very common character. I don't think. I don't think he appears in like one or two comics.
Wow.
Because I think he was caught. I think he was imprisoned in the source.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think he escaped, and then he tried to go in one of his forms, but then he got trapped again. He definitely wasn't the brightest person in the bunch, but you know, he was apparently like so overpowered.
That's interesting. I'll have to read up on that.
Yeah.
See how Darkseid took over.
Mm. So what was your number one?
So my number one was the Flashpoint Paradox.
Yeah.
Basically, the perfect movie.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like one of the strongest BBs in the series.
Oh yeah, I like it a lot, and it's definitely my favorite of probably all of the animated movies, but definitely of all of the New 52 movies.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. It was, yeah, no, it's definitely the best one, or one of the best ones. It's definitely, yeah, we talked a lot about this movie.
Yeah, you had it as your second favorite, right?
Yeah, my second favorite. Like it was, yeah, my top two were very interchangeable.
Okay.
I mean, I could have put it number one, but it was like, I did have a fun time with the other movie. But I know this one was a very well made. Like, it was definitely one of the strongest entry to a thing you
Yeah.
can get.
Yeah, Flashpoint's really good, and I've read the comic, and this follows it almost perfectly. There's only one or two minor changes.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah, so that's really cool. A lot of adaptations don't follow the source material very well at all, and this was just perfect.
Yeah, because I hear about this comic all the time. Like, it's definitely one of the more popular comics that are out there now.
Yeah, absolutely. Flashpoint's really well written.
Mm.
I like it a lot. I mean, it's a little better than the movie, I guess, just because there's a bit more there, but the movie is superb. I really like it. You know, even when some of the small scenes, like Thomas Wayne fighting Yo-Yo, the alternate Harley Quinn,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I
There's
like
a
her
lot of,
name, Yo-Yo.
right? And then he just
Yeah.
throws her off the roof.
uh,
Cyborg catches her.
yeah. He's definitely definitely a more badass Batman. Like a more, not badass, but like more brutal.
Yeah, definitely not caring at that point.
Yeah.
And
For
using
sure.
guns, so that made him pretty different too.
Yeah, this is a very good Flash movie. There's barely any negatives to this movie, to be honest. I can't really think of something I didn't like. Um,
Um, Boy, that is tough. I even like how
yeah,
they made the alternate Shazam being a bunch of kids.
yeah. Is that okay? Wasn't that the original Shazam? Was when he was before he was made the one kid? Like I think,
Uh,
or Captain Marvel, I think it originally was called, and then it was five
um,
kids. Because I
I know
remember
that
some of the older material was.
I know that ties in somewhere, but I thought originally it was just he was Billy Batson.
Yeah, no, that's how I'm familiar with him. That's why I was a bit confused in this movie when he was five kids. I was like, huh? But yeah, yeah. I mean, it wasn't. I don't really think that was a negative, but it was.
No, I thought it was really clever the way they alternated everything.
And then Wonder Woman pulls an Anakin and
Oh yeah,
yeah, and he kills the kids.
dude, and they showed him when he dropped to the ground, and it's
Oh
like
no,
his
that was
dead
brutal.
kid. I couldn't believe it. Uh, that's when I was looking at it like, what is this rated? Is this rated R? But no,
Yeah. No.
PG-13. Yeah, Wonder Woman was evil in that movie.
Mm. For sure, that was. Yeah, no, Flashpoint. I think the director also directed Justice League War, Batman versus Robin, and Batman Bad Blood, and Justice League Dark. So they, Olivia, whatever, however you pronounce the name, did really good. Like, did probably the better New 52 movies than the other directors that were also part of it as well.
Well, that's really interesting. I didn't know that. So they had the
Yeah,
same director, huh?
yeah. Jay Oliver directed two of the Batmans, two Justice League movies, and Justice League Dark as well, which I guess is a Justice League movie.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, pretty much my favorites.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gross box office or sale DVD, and the most the movie that made the most money was Son of Batman with 6.3 million,
Okay.
and Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox made 5 million.
And that one got some limited theater release too, I think.
Yeah. Well, I guess because I guess Batman's such a popular character, people thought maybe it was, maybe marketed a bit better. But Flashpoint Paradox, I think, is the superior movie.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
it's the one I think is the best of these.
for sure. Yeah, is there any new ones that you're interested in? Because there's like I think they've announced two, haven't they? They've got Death of Superman and Reign of Superman.
Yeah, I'll definitely check both of those out. Um, so part one and part two, essentially.
Yeah, they've got some different directors. Well, they've announced one who's the director is Jake Castorina, who hasn't directed one of these movies yet.
Huh.
So it'll be interesting to see if he does just as good as all the other directors.
I hope
And
so.
yeah, and they've got writers is Peter K. Tomasi, who hasn't also written any of these movies as well. So it'll be pretty interesting with new writers and directors to see if this movie is
Well,
going to be as good as yours.
he's a comic book writer, so that's
Oh,
a good
okay.
sign.
So yeah, so he would definitely follow the source material really closely. Yeah.
Yeah, he's written a lot of Superman too, so that's actually really encouraging to hear.
Yeah, because it's going to be a Superman movie, so it's going to be fun.
Awesome. Well,
Because
I
we
thought
haven't got. Yeah, sorry.
oh, I was just to say, I thought the trailer looked really good for Death of
Yeah,
Superman.
yeah, yeah. Like I think they released an older movie that was pretty good as well. Like the fight between Doomsday and Superman was really well done.
Superman Doomsday, that movie.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, I found that one really well done. So hopefully
It
they make this.
was it was good. I just wish they'd followed the comic. So
Oh yeah, the origin story of Doomsday was a bit different, wasn't he? Like he crashed into Earth and yeah,
yeah, they really changed it up.
yeah,
But
they did. Yeah,
I'm hoping this new one will do a better job of it.
yeah, for sure.
So, since not everyone was able to catch the whole live stream, do you want to run through your list again, just for everyone?
Sure. Okay. So I'm gonna go worst to best. So my worst was Batman Bad Blood. I didn't.
At number 10, right?
Yeah, number 10.
Okay.
Yep. So number 9 was Justice League Throne of Atlantis. My number 8 was Justice League versus Teen Titans. My number 7 was Teen Titans: The Judas Contract.
All right.
Contract. My number 6 was Batman versus Robin. My number 5 was Suicide Squad and Hell to Pay. My number 4 was Justice League Dark. Number 3 was Son of Batman. Number 2 was Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox. And number 1 was Justice League War.
Okay. Cool. I think it's really interesting how similar our lists are, but with a lot of little differences.
Yeah, like we had some movies that we either loved or hated. Or not
Yeah.
hated, but like just the opposite.
Yeah, it's at a totally different part of the spectrum.
Yeah,
but a lot lined up too.
Yeah, like you definitely could tell which is the better New 52 movies.
Yeah, there were some of them that we ranked pretty much, other than Batman Bad Blood and I think Son of Batman, were the only two that we had totally different. Most of ours were either in the top 5 or the bottom 5.
Yeah, like our Son of Batman and Batman Bad Blood was totally flipped. So
yeah,
it's interesting to see your opinion on it because I really like that movie as just an introduction to Damien as well.
it was definitely all right, but I had that at number 10, Son of Batman. And then for number 9, I had Justice League versus Teen Titans. 8 was Justice League Throne of Atlantis. 7, I had Teen Titans The Judas Contract. At 6, I had Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. Number 5 was a big difference. I had Batman Bad Blood as my 5th favorite. And you had that as your 10th favorite?
Yeah, that was my least favorite one.
Wow. So that's a big change between ours.
Yeah.
And then my 4th was your favorite. I had Justice League War. And really the top 4 for me were all pretty great. And then number 3, I had Batman versus Robin. And then my top 2 were like a mile ahead of the others. I really liked Justice League Dark, which was my number 2. And then Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox is my number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely pretty tough to try to rank these movies, because especially after you get like after the top like maybe 7, it was pretty hard to say, well, do I like this one better? Do I like that one better? And it's just nitpicking at that point, trying to figure out which one you liked.
Yeah, it made it really challenging.
Yeah, for sure. It was pretty rough. I was like thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, like switching which ones I liked, which ones I didn't like, and then I was like, oh, I don't know. Especially the top two, I was like, the Flashpoint paradox was so good, same as Justice League War, and I was like, ah. So then I decided that Justice League War, I think was a funnier, you know, like just a more enjoyable movie, lighthearted.
So sometime in the future, we'll have to figure out a way to list all of the other DC animated movies that we didn't cover.
Yeah, there's so
like
many.
Crisis, yeah, like Crisis on Two Earths, you know, Superman Doomsday, All Star Superman, Public Enemies, Apocalypse. There's all kinds of those. So at some point, we're going to have to do another top 10 or maybe a top 20 and try and rank those.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun. There's so many movies. Like Under the Red Hood was one of my like favorite ones.
Yeah, everyone loves that. That one's always in like popularity lists of these. I've seen it number 1. I've seen it number 3. It's always really high up there.
Yeah, I really like Batman: The Killing Joke as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was I'm not sure how you think of that movie, but I really enjoyed that one. It was.
Well, it was okay, but the animation was not up to par with the others.
There's so many debates whether or not the Joker died at the end, whether a Batman killed him or not.
Yeah, I think it's left, you know, open on purpose.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because there's so many. Like, there's standalone movies as well. I'm looking at the continuities now of all the different movies, and there's like standalone movies, Superman and Batman, Justice League, Dark Knight Returns, the animated movie universe that we just did, Gods and Monsters, and then there's other ones. But the other ones, I mean, standalone movies, there's heaps of standalone movies. Like, there's 12 of them. Yeah, and then there's like little ones, like Dark Knight Returns only has 4, Justice League only has 2. Yeah, it'd be interesting making another list.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
or even
rank.
we could do like a top villains or something. That would be pretty good.
That'd be cool. Or do a top list of the standalone movies might be good.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting.
So that'd be like a top.
I don't think I've seen all of them, so it'll be good as a. Because I haven't seen any of the Green Lantern movies or anything, so.
Oh yeah, those are pretty good. Especially there's Emerald Knights and what's the other one?
First Flight, which I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are both really good. I like them quite a bit.
Yeah, they're both based on I think Hal Jordan.
Yeah. First Flight is, and Hal Jordan's in the other one, but the other one includes more of the others. I think it's like 3 different stories.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's got one about the first Green Lantern, and then there's one about the planet that's a Green Lantern. I forget what his name is, but it was a really good movie, as I recall.
Yeah, no, I would be pretty keen to see it. Well, there's a movie called All Star Superman. I haven't seen that one.
Oh yeah, it's great. The comic's really good too. I love All Star.
Definitely going to go on a movie marathon soon. Catch up on what ones I haven't seen.
Yeah, that was what was kind of fun about this too, was watching the ones I hadn't seen and then just rewatching the others.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Yeah, well, this was a good list.
Yeah, so I guess that's probably it for this live stream, unless you had something else you wanted to say.
No, I've talked a lot about a lot of different things already.
Cool. All right, so if you guys want to check out Alex's YouTube channel, there should be a link in the description box, and definitely want to thank him for being on. It was a lot of fun, and we'll definitely have him on again. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you can catch it on the rebroadcast if you missed some of this. All right. Thanks, everyone.